Report: NHS urges public to travel to A&E amid ambulance strain. The NHS has issued new guidance urging people to make their own way to A&E unless they are in a life-threatening situation, citing severe strain on ambulance services. This announcement has sparked concern about the state of healthcare in the UK and whether such measures should be necessary in a first-world country. The directive comes as NHS services face unprecedented demand, with ambulance response times falling short of targets and A&E departments grappling with overwhelming patient volumes. While the NHS emphasises that this measure is aimed at prioritising emergency cases, critics argue it reflects a deeper systemic crisis. A healthcare system under pressure. The NHS has been grappling with rising demand for years, exacerbated by staff shortages, funding gaps, and an ageing population. However, some observers suggest that mass migration may be contributing to the increased strain. With net migration figures reaching record levels, the demand for healthcare services has surged, stretching resources thin. Migrants, many of whom contribute significantly to the workforce, also rely on NHS services, adding to patient numbers. While the NHS receives funding through taxes, the rapid pace of population growth has outstripped the system's ability to adapt. Should this happen in a first-world country? Many are questioning whether this situation aligns with the expectations of a developed nation. The NHS has long been a symbol of Britain's commitment to universal healthcare, but the current strain has led to growing skepticism about its sustainability. Comparisons with other countries highlight the gap. Nations with similar GDPs often have shorter waiting times and more robust emergency response systems. Critics argue that the UK must reassess its healthcare funding and policies to meet modern challenges. The political debate. The issue has reignited political debates over migration, funding priorities, and NHS reform. Some argue that curbing mass migration could alleviate pressure on public services, while others point to systemic inefficiencies and mismanagement as the root causes. As the public grapples with the implications of these new NHS guidelines, one question remains: should residents of a first-world country be expected to arrange their own transport in medical emergencies? The answer will likely depend on whether the government can implement meaningful changes to address both the immediate crisis and its underlying causes.